So hi, and welcome to our skills session on video in Microsoft 365. I'm Stuart Robertson from the Microsoft Stream Design team, and I'm very happy today to be joined by the wonderful Shagun Bright from our marketing team. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're going to talk about today. Now, the main thing we want you to take away is that Stream is evolving to make video amazing across the whole of Microsoft 365. And we want this session to help you build a foundation of skills that are going to work today, but are also going to set you up for success as Stream evolves. So we've got a bunch of demos today that are going to show you how to use video tools right now. So that's anything from our screen capture tool to using video with your existing SharePoint sites. But before we get into those, we also just wanted to level set a little on how we think about video in the enterprise and how Stream is evolving to meet those challenges. Because it's an incredibly fast-moving world, and sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out where video can be effective or how to make it work for you. Okay. So since last year's Ignite, we've been thinking a lot about what our customers, well, you, all want from video. We've talked to something in the region of about 800 of you to really try and get a handle on what people want from video in their organizations. And while obviously there's quite a lot of different answers here, from very tactical things that people want changed in Stream like right now, to kind of more existential questions about video in general, there are three common themes that just continually come up. So the first of those is that people believe that video is key to helping them connect authentically. And honestly, I think this is kind of just obvious, right? If I look at my phone right now, I know for certain that my text messages are either going to have a video of our 9-month-old puppy doing something cute, or, I suppose somewhat differently, a video from my 11-year-old son of him elaborately pummeling somebody in Fortnite. We just use video without thinking in our daily lives, and organizations believe that that habit is crucial to helping their teams connect in the workplace. And then the second thing that you can see on the slide here is that video can really help share knowledge. I'm sure everyone is familiar with videos in this way. Like, way more than a document, a video delivers rich information in a way that works for all kinds of learners. Now, a lot of this content today is like professionally made, but again, if you look at the wider world of video in our daily lives, you see people using all sorts of commercial video platforms to share ideas and short how-to videos. Empowering your organizations to share knowledge with video is key for you, and we totally hear you on that. And then finally, video is incredible at allowing organizations to communicate en masse with their teams. Whether it's hearing from leadership or officially sanctioned training, or even smaller events like team meetings or all hands, like we do that all the time in the Stream team. Video brings this more human touch to everyone. Whether someone's out and about with just their mobile, or whether they're sitting staring at a 4K monitor all day, the great thing about video is that it works across all form factors to unite teams behind a common message. And when you look at the numbers behind video, this kind of just backs it up. Human brains process video 60,000 times faster than text. Like, video just, like, hardwired connects to the brain so much more efficiently. It's this universally understood way of allowing people to take in information. And again, if you just look at the number of video learning platforms out there, this kind of seems self-evident. We also see that people are more likely to watch a video than engage in some other types of documents. And again, given how prevalent video is across our lives, this makes sense. People are just used to watching videos that they're sent. And then finally, when people do watch videos, the key thing here is that they retain more information and they're more likely to engage with that content. So if you're out there working in employee engagement or communications in your company, that's especially important. And really, that last point is something that I kind of want to dive into a little bit more. Like, video is central to modern communications. Right, today, there is this abundance of content in the workplace. It's quite overwhelming, right? It's all flashing by or requiring our attention. And captivating storytelling is critical to getting your message to rise above the noise, and video is just great at doing that. But even when you have that captivating storytelling, you actually need more than that. You need to be able to target delivery to help you reach the right person at the right time on the right device. And then when you have done that, they need to be able to engage in that conversation and capture feedback. And then finally, once you've done all that, you want to be able to measure the impact of that to make sure you understand like what worked and how you're going to improve things in the future. And that framework really governs how we think about Stream as it evolves. And our goal is to give you the tools to continually use that framework successfully. And then another thing that we think about as Stream evolves is that within a video, there's this ton of rich information that can help people be more productive. And right now, a lot of that is locked inside a video file, but our goal is to break open that black box and extract information about chapters or topics, or even action items that were mentioned, or sentiment or viewing data, and just Make it so that end users can use those to key in and access the information they need from the video, getting all that richness from the video, but in much less time. But of course, there are challenges that come with any format, right? And so with video, we think about those in 4 ways. The first of those is creation. A lot of creation tools out there have a level of complexity that's actually pretty hard and even teeters into the professional end of the spectrum. Then people generally have a bit of a lack of experience, not just with those tools, but also just how to structure a video. Like, how long should you make a video? How do you best tell a story with video? And then because it's a new medium, especially in the workplace, people are a little bit worried that they're going to get embarrassed by it. They don't like the sound of their own voice. They don't like how they look on camera. And then the second part is discovery, right? Searching for videos is hard, especially if they don't have a title or if you can't search directly into the transcript. And then similarly, if videos don't surface in your daily workflows or your feeds like your other documents do, then they won't feel like they're part of everyday work. Distribution and consumption. On that point, where do you put videos so that people should see them? You can email things around, but video files tend to be large, and that makes email somewhat complex. And then, of course, we know it's absolutely crucial to our customers to make sure that all of our document types are secure and compliant.
Like Struan just outlined, implementing video can be incredibly challenging without the right solution. We're going to show you some demos that help you speak to those problem areas, and we're going to do so across these 3 scenarios: authentic communication, improved knowledge sharing, and better engagement. Video can be a great way to authentically communicate. It allows you to express nuance and emotion in a way that text sometimes doesn't, and it doesn't require that everyone is in the same place at the same time. There's a number of ways you can already do that in Microsoft 365 today. Let's take a look at a few of those.
Hello, I'm Jacob from Microsoft's Stream team. So we all know it's hard today to get people together for a group meeting, and we can't always be face-to-face. In situations like these, I want to show you how we've been using screen recordings as a way to add some of that richness to our team's conversations. And our team, this has even become a great way to share designs and get feedback. So let's say I wanted to share some designs with my colleagues in Serbia and India, but I do want to respect everybody's time. So in Stream, it's just a click to get to the screen recorder, and I don't need to download any additional software. I can add a mic or camera, also choose just the camera to make a video like this one, for example. Then I'll pick the screen I want to share, and quick tip, while I'm doing that, I can move and resize this little webcam window to have it just the way I want. And then I'll walk through the designs just as I would in a regular meeting. I might zoom in to draw attention to details and talk about the rationale. I'll usually keep my videos quite short, but if it's a complex topic, I'll break it up into smaller videos and make a playlist so it's easier to watch. When I'm finished, I'll name and publish my video as it uploads to Stream, and then I'll drop a link in our Teams channel. Teammates are happy to send comments on their own time without having to go to yet another review meeting. Occasionally, they'll even respond with screen captures, because sometimes that's easier than typing out text, and definitely easier to have the support of visuals when expressing certain types of ideas. So as you can see, whether you're a designer like me, or an IT expert who needs to make a how-to video, or perhaps an engineer who wants to document a bug or share an architectural diagram, video and screen capture can really change the way you communicate across locations and time zones.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Did you know that you already have all of the tools you need to create an incredible video for work or for school available on your Windows 10 machine? Well, today I'm going to walk you through the process of creating a team update video using the Windows 10 video editor. Video is not just a great and fun way to impart information, it's perfect for staying connected, especially with people you haven't seen for a while. So come on, let's get started. I'm going to begin by opening the video editor by pressing Windows key and typing video editor. It'll be the first result. I'll create a new video project by pressing the new video project button. I'll give my video project a name, September Update. For today's project, I had my coworkers record really quick videos of themselves on their phones and send them to me over Teams. I've placed them in a folder here, and now I can just really easily drag and drop those into my project library, and then onto the storyboard, where I can rearrange them as I'd like. I like to give my video project structure by adding title cards. In this case, I'll put the title of the video at the beginning, so September update. And I can pick from a variety of animated text styles. In this case, I'll pick Joy. It's pretty fun and fresh. I'll add another title card to the end of the video so that I can leave my viewers with a sense of appreciation. Always like to do that. Thanks for watching. Next, I'm going to use text on the video clips themselves. This is one of my favorite best practices. It's a great chance to put a face to a name and start to get to know people you don't interact with all the time. I'll go ahead and add text that says people's name and then their discipline. That's obscuring the screen right now, so I'll just change the layout really easily here and save my changes. I'll go ahead and do this for the other clips in my movie. Now, I'm noticing that the demo video I've included is kind of long. I'll just really quickly trim that to make it shorter and more interesting to watch. My video is looking pretty good. Something to bring it home will be background music that will keep the interest level high. These will automatically sync to the length of my movie. So I'll select one, and then I'll adjust the volume to make sure that I can still hear everybody who's speaking in the video. I'll go ahead and apply a few more cool effects, namely 3D effects to celebrate an interesting point of the video, and custom audio to add a voiceover track. I'll go ahead and make those changes, then I'll export my video by selecting Finish Video, selecting a quality level, and a file location. Then I'll be able to upload the finished MP4 to stream and share with my coworkers. Check out the finished video.
Hi, recently I've been working on fixing dark mode bugs.
Check it out. The color values are up to date.
We got sign off from leadership for our integration spec, so go check it out on Teams if you haven't already.
This month, I've worked on updating our dashboards, thanks to everyone who brainstormed metrics with me.
And that's it. That was my team update video. I hope you enjoyed watching, that you learned something, and that you'll give the video editor a try for yourself. Bye!
Hey everyone, my name is Elizabeth and I'm a designer on the Microsoft Stream mobile app. Today, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to quickly record and share videos with your coworkers, wherever you are. So I have the Microsoft Stream app already open, so I'm just gonna jump right in and create a new video. So I'm just gonna start recording. This is super helpful in a bunch of different scenarios. Say, for example, I wanted to give my team an update on the work that I did this week. I'd start by talking directly to the camera, and then I'd flip it around to show them some of the data that I collected. I'd then use the pen tool to really highlight the important bits. I could then record another clip and add some text to make sure people knew exactly what they were looking at. Now that I'm done recording, I'll just move to the next page. As you can see, on this preview screen, I can see all the clips that I've recorded in the order that I've recorded them. Say I didn't like what I drew in this first clip, I can just simply tap it, and then drag the trim handle to remove the parts I didn't like. Once I'm done, I just simply tap confirm. Now that I'm done editing, just tap done. After I'm done with my video, I upload it to the Stream app and can quickly share it with everyone on my team by sending them a link. So as you can see, it's super simple to record, edit, and share videos with your coworkers using the Stream mobile app. Thanks for watching!
Hi, I'm Garrett Bronner and I'm a PM with Stream. I'd like to demo a tool we have available today, and that's the ability to trim any video, meeting recording, or live event as it's finishing. So let's take a look here. I'm going to trim this video. And this is actually a live event from last month. And it's pretty long. There's a large buffer at the beginning where they were setting everything up. And that's what I want to go ahead and trim out. So first of all, I'm just going to drag this trim handle over. And because this is a particularly long video, I'm going to zoom in. And that's a really helpful way to get a more precise trim point. You can also see with the audio down below about where the speaking begins. So let's try that out and see how we did.
Of virtual travel into Reach for scenarios that were...
All right, that's pretty good to where the speaking begins. And in this case, I know the end of the video was cut off mid-sentence. So I want to go ahead and trim that at the very last bit here. And I'm going to play and then pause when she finishes that last sentence.
Zoomer camera line of products.
So right there is the last complete sentence. And rather than pull the trim handle over, in this case, I'm just going to use the marking point to bring the endpoint over to where I've just paused the video. And that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. And this is going to replace the underlying video so that when viewers see this, they get started right at the most important content. And this is something we hope you guys can try out. Let us know what you think. Again, a great way to have everybody, all the viewers for the video, really focus in on the most important parts that you want them to. Thank you.
Videos are also a great way of ensuring that your presentations feel polished and professional, or that crucial training presentation you've given is captured for everyone to see at a later date. Let's look at a couple of demos that speak to how that can work.
Hi, this is Constance from the Office team. I'm here to show you how to add motion to your title slide so you can start your next presentation off with a wow moment.
Here I have a blank presentation. I've opened up the designer pane to see some layouts. Look at this beautiful looping video with the poppy flowers. I want to make a presentation on a 2020 business report, so I'm going to add a title to see if I can find content that best fits my needs. Designer in the background can understand what my context is and suggest looping videos based on that. Look at this beautiful first looping video. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Now I can create my presentation as I would, and I can use Designer to help me create impactful slides every time.
And finally, let's take a look at how your use of video in the workplace can bring the company closer together and allow leaders to engage with their teams and vice versa. Hi everyone, Shego again. As you may know, SharePoint is a modern platform for shared access, interaction, and collaboration. I'm here to show you how to drive better engagement with video powered by Stream in SharePoint. Let's start with the new SharePoint Communications website. I'll fill in the site name and description before clicking on Finish to create the site. Once that's done, I'm presented with the homepage, which comprises building blocks that enable powerful and customizable functionality to pages. These building blocks are called web parts, and today I'll use them to build video experiences into this website in 3 ways. First, with a hero web part. Second, with a quick links web part. And third, with a stream embed web part. To get started on the hero web part, click on Edit within the panel you want to update. Use the hero pane that appears to enter your title, select your image, and update your call to action and links. Once you're satisfied, close the pane and either save as a draft or republish your page. You've just added a stream video to your SharePoint page with a hero web part. That was easy, right?
I want to talk to you today about some upcoming changes and exciting opportunities.
Next, we're going to add stream videos to our SharePoint site using the Quick Links web part. We start by adding a new 1/3 left column section to our page. On the left side of the section, let's add a title and a brief description with the text web part. We can customize this text using the formatting tools in the Text and Table Formatting pane. Next, let's use the search bar to select the Quick Links web part. To get the look and feel I want, I'm selecting the responsive film strip for my links. Now that the look and feel checks out, I'll click on the links to select an image and enter a title, link, and alternate text for the thumbnail image. Once I'm done, I can close the Quick Links pane and review the changes I've made. And finally, the Stream Embed web part helps you organize stream videos into a single view on a SharePoint site. Source videos from all of Stream, single videos, or channels, and sort by trending, published date, views, or likes.
Thanks for joining me as we explore some exciting new products that will help influence.
These are a few quick ways to create custom curated video experiences in SharePoint today. With a wealth of customization and branding tools at your fingertips, there's no limit to what you can build today. As we said at the start of these demos, hopefully they give you a foundation of skills to help you improve your use of video. Let's now briefly look at how Stream is going to build on that foundation with our vision for the new Stream. This new vision empowers users to create, share, discover, and manage video just as they would any other file. The new Stream enhances video stored in Microsoft 365 and builds on the rich content management features of SharePoint, while at the same time unlocking the intelligence of the Microsoft Graph to deliver long-awaited features including external and anonymous sharing, integration with Microsoft Search, enhanced analytics, improved transcript quality, and new controls for security and compliance. Stream is evolving from these finite sets of experiences to one in which video is more pervasive across any and all experiences. What does that mean? It means, for one, you can organize video your way using the SharePoint tools that are already familiar to you. This means more custom portals and better mixing of different media types. You can also use powerful organizational tools like communities, teams, or even folders, as well as embedding videos across a number of other locations. And we're solving the harder discovery challenges by building a web app in Office.com and leveraging the power of Delve and your intranet. Secondly, when it comes to consuming a video, we're making all videos in Microsoft 365 faster and more intelligent. That means everywhere you encounter a video file, whether in a SharePoint library, OneDrive, Teams, or Yammer, you can expect it to work for everyone. And finally, we'll be bringing video creation everywhere, allowing you to use the tools you've seen today and many more to create compelling communications. Having heard all we've shared today, you're probably excited to learn what's next. And for that, we turn to our roadmap. Customers who want to create future-proof video experiences in Microsoft 365 can start building them with SharePoint and the Microsoft Graph today. Coming soon, we'll be bringing CDN support for larger bitrate videos. Teams meeting recordings will be shared in OneDrive and SharePoint to enable, among other features, basic governance, guest and external sharing, and also retention policies for meetings. And finally, we'll be giving you video analytics so you can have greater insights into video consumption and usage. For customers using Classic Stream, we will support you in the coming months with a phased introduction of new features, migration tools, and detailed guidance about the change that's coming. And with that, we've come to the end of this skilling session. Struan and I want to thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.